Losing a loved one is an incredibly emotional and difficult experience. In the midst of grief, families are often faced with the daunting task of sorting through what is left behind. Beyond the memories, there is the practical matter of settling their affairs. One of the most common questions that arises during this overwhelming time is simply, who is in charge of dispersing the estate? Today, we are going to clarify exactly who takes on this heavy responsibility. In the eyes of the law, the individual entrusted with managing and distributing the estate is officially known as the personal representative. When it comes to settling an estate, you will often hear several legal terms. The overarching title used in many states is personal representative, the individual legally tasked with managing a deceased person's estate. Depending on how they are chosen, they fall into two distinct categories, an executor or an administrator. Let us look at the executor first. An executor is specifically named by the deceased individual within their last will and testament. Because the deceased laid out their wishes on paper, the executor's primary role is to step into their shoes and carry out those exact instructions. This role is built on a foundation of direct trust established before the person passed away. On the other side, we have the administrator. What happens if someone passes away without a valid will, known as dying intestate? In this scenario, the probate court steps in to appoint someone to manage the estate. This court-appointed individual is the administrator. While their duties are virtually identical to those of an executor, their authority comes from state law rather than a personal document. Whether named as an executor or appointed as an administrator, your fundamental responsibilities remain the same: gathering assets, settling debts, and distributing the remainder to the rightful heirs. When an individual passes away with a valid will, they have typically named an executor. This individual serves as the personal representative, the person officially in charge of dispersing the estate. The very first crucial step for an executor is locating the original will and submitting it to the local probate court. This officially initiates the probate process and validates the document. Once appointed by the court, the executor takes on a fiduciary duty to act in the best interest of the estate. This means meticulously identifying, locating, and securing all of the deceased's assets. This can range from opening safe deposit boxes and securing physical property to uncovering hidden digital accounts and life insurance policies. Before any money or property can be handed out to the beneficiaries, the executor must address the estate's financial obligations. They are responsible for notifying creditors, paying off legitimate debts, and filing final income and estate tax returns. It is a detail-oriented process that requires patience, careful record-keeping, and sometimes the help of an accountant. Finally, after all debts and taxes are settled, the executor reaches the final phase of their duties. They must distribute the remaining assets strictly according to the deceased's written wishes in the will. Throughout this entire journey, clear communication with the family is essential, ensuring transparency and providing peace of mind during a difficult time. What happens to a person's estate when there is no will, the existing will is deemed legally invalid, or simply no executor was named in the document? In these challenging situations, the probate court must step in to appoint a personal representative, known as an administrator. This individual effectively becomes the legal guardian of the estate, taking on the vital task of managing and distributing the deceased's assets when a clear, legally binding path wasn't left behind. The appointment process typically begins with an interested party filing a formal petition. Following a hearing, the court issues letters of administration, official documents bearing court seals that grant the administrator legal authority. Their core duties closely mirror those of a traditional executor. They are responsible for identifying and securing estate assets, notifying creditors, settling outstanding debts, and preparing the estate for final disbursement. Yet, their guiding compass is different. Without a valid will to provide specific instructions, an administrator must strictly follow their state's intestacy laws. These statutory rules dictate exactly which surviving relatives inherit the assets and in what specific proportions, completely removing any personal discretion from the distribution. While this legal framework can feel rigid and complex, a diligent administrator provides a steady, reliable presence. By carefully navigating the court mandates, they offer much-needed clarity and relief to grieving family members during an overwhelming time. Whether you are an executor named in a will or an administrator appointed by the court, every personal representative shares a core set of universal duties. The very first responsibility is to accurately identify, locate, and value all assets belonging to the estate. This includes everything from real estate properties and bank accounts to investment portfolios and personal belongings. Once the assets are accounted for, the next crucial phase is financial management. A personal representative must diligently review and manage all outstanding debts, liabilities, and tax obligations. You will need to file final tax returns and ensure legitimate creditors are paid before any assets can be passed on to the heirs. Throughout this entire process, maintaining transparent and regular communication with all beneficiaries is essential to prevent misunderstandings and disputes. Ultimately, after debts and taxes are settled, your final duty is to ensure the lawful and respectful distribution of the remaining estate according to the will or state law. Taking on the role of a personal representative is a significant responsibility, and it is rarely a perfectly smooth journey. Even with the best intentions and a solid plan, you may encounter unexpected bumps along the road. The process of dispersing an estate can subtly grow in complexity. You might face common yet daunting challenges, such as unexpected financial debts discovered late in the probate process, or highly complex tax implications that require specialized knowledge. Other frequent hurdles include missing critical legal documentation, or having to navigate deeply emotional disputes and disagreements among the beneficiaries. So, how do you navigate these complexities and protect yourself? First and foremost, emphasize meticulous record-keeping from the very beginning. Make sure to carefully document every single expense, every asset transfer, and every important conversation. A highly organized system is your absolute best defense against future misunderstandings. Rely on the wisdom of professional, legal, and financial counsel. An experienced advisor can safely guide you through complex regulations. Lastly, prioritize transparent, compassionate communication. Consistently keeping beneficiaries informed is the best way to prevent conflicts. Taking on the role of a personal representative is a profound responsibility, and navigating the complexities of an estate can often feel overwhelming. You do not have to carry this heavy burden entirely on your own shoulders. Seeking guidance from expert probate attorneys, financial advisors, and experienced funeral directors is a vital step. Relying on professional support alleviates your stress, prevents costly mistakes, and ensures the estate is executed exactly as intended. For more comprehensive resources and supportive guidance to help you through these challenging times, please visit us at funeralus.com. We are here to support you every step of the way. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. We hope this overview highlighted how understanding the vital role of the personal representative is crucial for a smooth and stress-free estate settlement process. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more estate planning tips. Have questions or a personal experience to share? Leave a comment below. We are here to help. Until next time, take care.